Hey guys, just a little interesting subject I want to talk about, and it's been playing on my mind I've been thinking about it for 6 months. So, my dad said something just in passing really, but I've been thinking about it, and it's so true. It's like really is true. And when you talk about someone else, it says more about you than it says about them. Okay, and also, and like on the flip side, I also think the more what you think about someone else, or what you think they think about you, has more to say about how you think of you than how they think of you. It's a bit of a funny one, but like try and follow me. Okay, if I point my finger at you, see that's one finger pointing at you, but I've got 3 fingers pointing back at me. Okay, so say I'm talking bad about someone. Say like I'm at work and I think, oh, that guy's shit, he's always late, he doesn't do enough work. They're hearing what I'm saying, but a lot of the time, all I'm doing is, because who are they looking at when I'm talking about someone else? They're looking at me, so I'm drawing attention to myself. Okay, and if I talk about someone negatively, they're going to instantly start looking for negative things about me, even if it's on a subconscious level. Like, it's true. Like, go away and think about it. When next time someone's slagging someone off or talking bad about someone, you'll notice yourself thinking, well, what have you got? You know, what have you got going for you? What are you doing? Like, it could be, like I said, it could be anything. It could be their personality, it could be how they behave with people, for martial arts, like how they fight, their ethics in the gym, like all sorts of things. You know, it literally can be across the board. This is absolutely across the board, 100%. Okay, so you're saying one bad thing about one person, you've got 3 people looking at you, and they could be looking and thinking, well, one, this guy's really fucking negative, why is he talking about someone else? You know, what's this guy ever done to him? Is he that bad? What are you doing to try and disguise yourself? You know, you're talking about him so people aren't looking at you. He might be doing shit work, you might be doing shit work, but you're trying to draw attention away from you to him, but actually you're just putting more eyes on yourself. Because who are they looking at when they're listening to you talking shit? They're looking at you talking shit. Again, on the flip side, if you're giving out compliments and saying this guy's nice and he's good, then they're like, oh, you know, you always see like I don't know, we'll pick a random name, Charles. Oh, this Charles, he's a really nice guy. Like, he's always friendly, he always talks nicely to people. Okay, they're hearing it, they're seeing it, and then they're like on a subconscious level. This isn't even a conscious thing. Like, you don't even realise you're doing it. This is completely on a subconscious level until someone brings it to your attention, which is what happened to me. And then I just like try to extrapolate it into like loads of different things, and it like really like it is one of the truest things I've ever heard. So Charles, he's a really nice guy, blah 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 blah. Now I've got all these people looking at me talking nicely about someone else, and they don't even really give a fuck about this other guy. They're just looking at me saying nice things about other people. You know, and it sort of goes back to the other video I did about being a better person, saying nice things, doing nice things for other people. Like on a subconscious level it affects you, but on a subconscious level it affects other people around you. Like massively affects other people around you. What you give out, you get back threefold. If you're giving out loads of negative energy, you're going to be getting back loads of negative energy. Okay? If you give out loads of like positive energy, you're going to get back positive energy. If you're being nice to someone, they're going to be nice to you. If someone sees you being nice to someone, they're going to be nice to you. Even though you're not being nice to them, but they just see you being nice to someone else, they just think, oh, he's a nice guy. I'm going to give him I'm going to give him a chance, give him the time of day. If you're being nasty to someone, they're not going to give you the time of day. They're going to be like, why is this guy being such an arsehole to him? Maybe I don't want to be his friend. Maybe I don't want to talk to him. Maybe I don't want to work with him. What is he doing wrong, you know? All of this kind of thing. So it's just a real, like it was just a flipping comment about what you give out, you get back threefold. And the finger pointing was probably the best analogy I ever had. You do it, point at someone, you got one finger pointing away, and you've got three fingers pointing towards you. Like it doesn't get any simpler than that. It really doesn't get any simpler than that. I can't. Like it was really good. What I will say is what I like to try and do is I try and find like all the little things I make big issues out of, like in my head. Like if it's a small detail, I make it a really big factor. And you know, it's like look after the pennies, the pounds look after themselves. Well, that saying isn't just about money. That's like about life. Look after the little things in your life, like your health, your diet, your friends, your work, like, but all the little things in them. It's not about what job you've got. It's how you do your job, how you present yourself in the job, and how is it going to affect you? Like the way it affects everybody differently. But if you do it in a positive light, you're going to get back that positivity. You like that those negative people you want to cut out of your life. If you're negative about yourself, oh, I can't do this, or I'm rubbish. I've got a guy at the gym that I've been really trying, and when he's positive he does really well, and when he has that negative attitude he's not going to do well. You know, I had a guy on Tuesday who's been training with me. He's been training 3.5 years in jiu-jitsu, 2.5-3 years in jiu-jitsu, and he's a white belt, and he's not been with me long. He's only got one tag, and he's about 90 kilos. And I had another guy come from a London gym down, and he was big. He was 122 kilos, and he had a blue belt. He was rolling with him, and he had no, like he was like, oh, obviously this guy's bigger and stronger than me, and he's a blue belt, which means he's better than me. And he was doing absolutely terrible, but he wasn't even trying. And then as soon as I said, mate, like, come on, you can, like, I believe in you, you can do it. Like, boom, got the sweep, got on top. He didn't get a submission, but he did well, you know. Like he wasn't just laying on his back taking it. Like he was being like productive. Okay. So just think about that. Like really think about that, because that's going to affect you in all aspects, and like subconsciously we do it. But if we know we're doing it subconsciously, it now then becomes a conscious thing, and we can improve on it and be better for it. Like you can actually just be better for it. It's you can make yourself a better person. Like every day you want to make yourself a better person. If I'm being negative, then my life's going to be negative. If I'm positive, my life's going to be positive. And that's what it's all about, you know. And again, that like make the little things the big things. When I'm learning a technique, whether it's striking, wrestling, grappling, like I make one small thing a really big issue. I can make it a really big issue. So it's I'm in side control. The guy's on top and I'm on bottom in side control, and I like, you got the hand on the hip. So he's on my right side and I've got my right hand on the hip. That's my focal point. I'm gonna create a frame off of that. So I'm just gonna put my hand on the hip. So when I buck and trim, my arm's gonna be straight. That's gonna be my focus point. And if I just focus on the straight arm, then everything else is like quite easy off of it. Obviously I need to keep the elbow tight, so I'm like framing off and keeping it pushed. So I just focus on that small aspect of the technique, and all like the bigger aspects just look after themselves. So look after the small things, look after the pennies, the pounds will look after themselves. That's with everything. Like I said, that's with your health, your friendship, your relationships, your friendships, your work, everything. Literally everything. Look after the little things. The big things will just keep themselves covered. So just do that, you know. And if we're doing things subconscious, if we can understand what we're doing subconsciously, whether it's a negative and a positive, if I'm doing something subconsciously that's negative, as soon as I bring it into a conscious, then I can completely change my mindset and start moving forward. If I'm doing it positively, let's grow on that. Let's emphasize it. Let's do more of it. You know, throw out the bad, bring in the good, and the more good I do, the better my life is going to be. What you give out, you get back threefold. So if you give out negative energy, you talk shit about people, it's going to come back. It's definitely going to come back. People are going to be looking at you thinking, God, this guy's a fucking arsehole. You know, why is he talking shit about people all the time? So, you know, like that saying from Bambi, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. You know, everyone's got a good point. Find something else to talk about, you know. Was it stupid people talk about people? Normal people talk about things, events, and intelligent people talk about ideas. So, talk about ideas. No one wants to be thick. We don't want to be talking about other people. We want to be talking about ideas, how to better ourselves, how to better each other. You know. So, this was again it's been running around my head since my dad come over from America, and it really sits, really speaks to me. This really speaks to me. You know, that whole do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, but you know, a little bit less of a religious saying, and it's just what you give out, you get back threefold. And the finger pointing is probably the best analogy. Every time you point a finger at someone, there's three fingers pointing at you. Okay, so just see how it goes. You know, let me know what you think, because again, like I said, I might be just talking out my arse. But if you find it helps, or you've never thought of it like that, or maybe you have something else that you've been thinking about, you know, let me know about it. Or if you want a subject you want me to talk about, obviously we've done a couple of the diet hacks. So if there's anything else you want to talk about, just give me a shout, and we'll see if we can put it out there. Alright guys, we have a good day. It's bank holiday weekend. You know, I'm off work now. I've got 3 days to spend with the family and friends. Hope you guys don't have to work and get to enjoy your time. And get off your fucking phones, other than listening to this video and texting me back, and try and appreciate each other. Be a better person. Every day better. Take it easy, guys.